You know that I wanna be good for you. You know that I wanna be good for you, I do. But sometimes someone was bad for me. Sometimes someone was bad, oh can't you see? I'm just being weak. I think you know that I care for you. I think you know that I care for you, I do. But sometimes I can't be there for me. Sometimes I can't be there, baby, can't you see? That I'm just being me. Sometimes we just cut.
So babe, nani ako na njaa?
Mimi.
So unajua wewe tu ndio sija interview leo? Kwa majina?
Kwa majina naitwa Farid Molori.
How long have you been in Germany?
Nonsense. Ich bin seit 2017.
Babe, why are you speaking German?
Ich bin seit 2017, habe ich schon gesagt. So.
Hallo.
Erstmal gib Kabuga.
Kabuga?
Nein, Lammkotelett haben wir.
Ja, das geht auch.
Lammkotelett geht auch.
Ja.
Mit was kommt das?
Reis.
Mit Reis.
Kein Pommes?
Mach mal mit Reis dann, ja. Weißreis oder ist das so?
Reis oder Bulgur?
Reis.
Weiß.
Ja. Gar kein Pommes?
Kein Pommes, aber wir haben Chips, frische Chips.
Ah, diese Kartoffeln,
ja.
ne?
Ja.
Genau, dann mag ich meine mit Kartoffeln und eine mit Reis.
Okay.
Und Salat auch noch dazu, oder? Ja.
Nee, Salat ist extra.
Ja,
Okay,
meine mit Salat noch dazu.
Okay.
Oder eine kleine Beilagensalat.
Ja.
Genau, richtig. Ja.
Mach
So, das war's. Ja, für mich einmal Ayran.
Okay.
Ich trinke gar keinen.
Trinkst du Ayran? Trinkst du nix, was für Erwachsene?
Erwachsene, das ist Haram.
So back to the interview, babe.
So.
Before food zikuje, how long have you been here?
I've been in Germany since 2017.
And what do you think about today's event? We all know that we were coming to see Ruto. What do you what do you think about the event?
Today's event, before I started with the event, I was hijacked because I had a serious flu from the kids from kindergarten. They came back with the flu and I got it, and as you can see, guys, I'm sick.
You're sick, you want to cry because you're sick.
So, yeah, today's event was good. It wasn't that bad. Kenyans, you know.
Did it meet your expectation, like hearing that the Kenyan president is coming?
Yeah,
Event
to standard, the setup, the venue, the people who came up, it was awesome. It was quite good. I wouldn't complain about anything. Yeah, it was up to my expectations, so to say, or Kenyan standard, so to say.
I'm going to ask you another question that I've been asking people. Given a chance, would you go back to Kenya?
Give it a chance. I'll definitely go back to Kenya. That's my homeland.
When are you planning to go back?
Definitely, I'm going back when I retire. That's
when
my
you
retirement
retire
home.
or when you have enough investment?
Yeah, that's the thing. Enough investment. Actually, that's quite a very, very complex topic to anybody or to somebody who has children here in Germany thinking of going back to Kenya. Definitely, you have to go back to Kenya once the kids are of age and they are stable here.
Don't you think in Kenya they have also good education?
They have good education, but you cannot like take a grown-up child back to Kenya and expect the child to like adapt in the Kenyan system. That's quite challenging. You can just wake up and take maybe from a 10-year-old child and tell him, you know what, we're going back to Kenya. He'd be like, why am I going back to Kenya? I'm not Kenyan. Why am I going back to Kenya? You're not saying, you're not supposed to be telling me you're going back, you're taking me back to Kenya. No, you're supposed to be telling me you want to start living in Kenya, because me as a parent, I'm a Kenyan by birth. I was born there. They're Germans by birth, but they're Kenyan since they have Kenyan parents. Or maybe those who have like Kenyan parent and a German parent. You can't take this child and just tell him, you know what, you're going back to Kenya. Where? That's not going back. That's like taking them away from their country, because these children they are born with Kenyan parents, but they are not Kenyans.
But they're
What-
Kenyan because their parents are Kenyans.
Kenyans by parents, but Germans by birth.
Yeah.
The first qualification of a nationality is by birth.
So you mean when investing, it's better you invest in Germany and in Kenya as well?
Exactly, that's the thing. Investment should be in both sides, because depending with where your children want their future to be, that's why you should invest heavily.
Another thing is how we don't even know if they are going to relate with Kenya.
That's the thing.
How are
that's
they
the
even
thing.
going to get the investment?
They might take the investment and use it offshore, like how we invest in Kenya and we use it here. That's the same way it's supposed to be.
You
invest
mean
for them in
like
Kenya,
the property stays in Kenya, but
and they get the profits on this other side. That's how it's
Okay.
supposed to be, because you're
That-
not supposed to dictate on the kids where they're supposed to settle. Our mentality is totally different because of how we were raised. We are raised knowing that we are supposed to invest on this and this and this. Them, they grow on a totally different system of education, totally different module. So these kids, you cannot even tell them you're supposed to invest in land.
because they
They
don't
don't know
understand
that
what
you're
they're
supposed to
do with
invest
the
in
Kenyan
real
land.
estate. They don't know how that kind of a concept. Maybe to them, they might think of investing in other types of business. Like here, the tendency is like opening a company. That's totally different with what we call investment back at home. You might call it like a liability. To them, it's a business.
Okay.
It's an investment, sorry to say.
Thank
Are you
you.
sure? Yeah. As you can see, eingedeutscht, aber
that-
angetürkischt.
Eingetürkisch.
Eingetürkischt.
This is not eingedeutscht.
Ich bin schon eingetürkischt. This is what we call Iran.
So all in all, today was awesome.
Today was
The event was good, but
The event was
sometimes it was a bit too much.
the part which was too much is how people handled the opportunity when they were given to ask questions.
Okay.
The questioning part was not the questioning part. They were explaining themselves. They were not asking questions. They were not raising their issues. The thing is, they were given opportunity to raise their issues or whatever challenges they're facing, where they need help. Instead of them saying, this is where we need help, they were explaining where they need help. Just state it. And then from there, because those people you're talking to, they understand the system. So they know exactly what you're asking.
Okay. We didn't say Dosh. Should we go? Unsere Fleisch durchkochen.
Durchgekocht, ne?
Ja.
Richtig gekocht, genau, richtig.
So babe, umekuwa hapa for more than how many years?
2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022,
6 years.
6 years, yeah.
Oh
6
my
years.
God, umekuwa mzee huku.
That's the thing, yeah, I'm old enough.
What do you think about Germany all in all? Like
Germany,
allgemein?
all in all, allgemein, one thing you have to put at the back of your head is you have to come here prepared to learn the German language and learn the German culture. You don't take anything personal until you understand the culture, because that's where you start saying some things. You're being discriminated, but this person, you're being profiled, but this person, that is his nature. They tend to ask so many direct questions, like where, how, like, so you have to understand. It's like a German coming to Kenya and he meets, or maybe an European or American or anybody coming to Kenya, and he gets to meet the village kids. What happens? They look at him, it's like
They're
they've
curious.
seen something. Yeah, they're curious. They look at him, it's like they've seen something new. That's the same thing. You come here, you here in Germany, you go to living in some interior villages or interior estates or something of that sort. You meet some Germans, they've never had a direct contact with a colored person. So what do? They start asking you questions. They're so much curious, like because of what the media
Portrays about
portrays
Africa.
about Africa is poverty, wildlife, and living wild, living in the jungle, something of that sort. But once you get tackled with such a question, you just be humble be direct and educate them. Tell them how it is having that jungle. They don't have that privilege, we have it. Tell them how those issues with poverty are there, and then you try to explain to them how come they don't have them there, because of the system and such things. That's where they understand you better. So, thank you, schön. Exactly. Now we're talking.
Reis habe ich eine mitgebracht.
Genau, richtig, das mache ich, ja. Okay.
Fleischkochen.
So, I don't need to answer any more questions or be asked any more questions. I'm done.
So it's firearm for you.
Adios. They're not. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not good like they look.
They are not good. Hatujai kula waru hizi. What do you mean they are not good?
And we keep on fighting.
Another thing.
But we'll be okay. Cause we
It's like how you go to Kenya and get
unconditional love. Sometimes we're just crying, but we'll keep on trying. I know we'll be okay, cause we got unconditional love. Damn, I don't
So
wanna
guys,
be
we are
mad
back from
on you.
seeing Mr. President.
No, I don't wanna be
We are
mad
now we are having
on
our
things
lunch,
you
which
do,
is also
but sometimes
breakfast.
I need
Mr. President.
Why are you raising your hand? babe?
Because you said you came from saying Mr. President. I'm
Why
Mr.
are we?
President.
Didn't we see Ruto? But I think it was fun. As for me, it was fun. It was informative. We got all the information, but they answered our questions. But they cannot assure us that those things are going to come to pass, or they're going to happen, because they don't have to make the decision. They have to.
And here's the thing. You raised your grievances. Now you wait for the action. You still have the platform. The website is still there.
But you know, most things have something to do with the Kenyan government and the German government. So they also have to sit with the German government so that they can decide what next.
was best for me. Sometimes sunny was best, baby, can't you see? Can be there when you eat. No,
Tuache mshene.
Yes, I want you to be here for me.
Guys, wacha tukule kwanza. See you later.
Be here, don't disappear. Sometimes I need you strong for me. Sometimes I need you strong when I'm on my knees.
So guys, we just had our lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I'm super tired, and I feel like I'm a little bit drunk. So I'm going to end this video here, and thank you so much for watching. If you're watching up to this point, you're such a darling. See you next time. Bye bye.
Oh baby, please. I don't question your love, I know it's there. And even if we don't agree, I know you care. Cause baby, you and me, we meant to be. You don't question my love, you know it's there. And even if we don't agree, you know I care. Cause baby, you and me, we meant to be. It's you and me, unconditional love. You and